Alright, let me know when you are here so I know when to begin. Again, like the video, say something in chat, stuff like that, so I know to start. Alright, once again, if you are showing up now, just let me know, and I will start the stream. I'm going to wait, until somebody shows up to start, so do let me know, if you are here. Alright, as we near the 2.5-minute mark, I ask one more time, if you are here right now, do let me know, like the video, say something in chat, stuff like that, so I know to start. Otherwise I will start at the 5-minute mark. Alright, as we are at about 3.5 minutes, looks like we're ready to get underway. So, I'm just gonna throw ourselves, into the weekend recap, because last weekend we actually didn't do one of these. Sorry, last week. So I was preparing for the 5 years of YouTube thing. I got some big videos still planned for that. I mean, I think I'm off to a pretty strong start with the Dragon Through Fire, and then followed by that opening. I think I'm off to a pretty good start with that Dragon video especially, and, I'm excited to do some more videos for you guys this month, but let's hop into the weekend recap. So, last weekend was insane. Lots of stuff happened last weekend, so we're just going to talk about everything. Again, this new thing is we're going to also be going over the power rankings, since they've started doing those on Tuesdays instead of Fridays. Those are things we're going to cover in each one of these now as well. So Monster Jam was in 5 tours, all went to 5 different stops. So we're gonna go over all these stops. Now I didn't actually see most of these stops. I only saw one show of I only saw Fargo show 1 and then all the stadium stuff. I didn't see anything else. But as far as the everything else goes, we're just gonna take a look here. So Providence, Rhode Island, February 3rd through 5th. Saw stadium, sorry, I always want to say, stadium for some reason. Sorry, okay. So Series Central would head out to Providence, Rhode Island. Again, if you don't know Series Central lineup, it's Brandon Vincent Gravedigger, Tony Oaks Thunder Roars, Michaela Telechka Megalodon, Brandon Telechka Jessica Dunn Second Generation, Jamie Sullivan Mossma Dalmatian, John Zimmer Jr. Terminal Velocity, Brandon Arthur and Dragon, Zach Garner in the Wild Side. So lots of big names here, and also some newcomers, which is what makes this tour pretty unique. Now, since there are so many shows for this tour, we're only going to go over the overalls. So Friday night saw Brandon Vincent get the overall. Saturday afternoon saw Zach Garner get the overall, only with 19 points, so they must have cut some stuff out that show. Or else I don't really know why all the scores were really low. So something weird happened Saturday afternoon, I guess. Which was actually like that for the other two next shows. I guess Friday night was just special or something. Oh, that's why. Yeah, they cut out donuts after the first event. I don't know why, but after the first event, they cut off donuts. So after the Friday event, donuts were not here anymore. Saturday afternoon, Zach Garner got the overall. Saturday night, Zach Garner got another overall. And then Sunday afternoon, Brandon Vincent got the overall. So 2 overalls for Brandon Vincent, 2 overalls for Zach Garner. As well as that, Arena Series East would head out to Belmont Park in New York, February 3rd through 5th as well. That is Weston Anderson Gravedigger, Bernard Light Megalodon, Armando Castro El Toro Loco, Lindsey Reed Scooby-Doo, Chad Tingler Zombie, Dalton Widener Jurassic Attack, Frank Kermel Stonecrusher, and Hunter Sousa and Earthshaker. Friday night is when all the action would start off, seeing Armando Castro pick up an overall win. Saturday afternoon would see Weston Anderson get an overall win. And then from there, Weston Anderson got all the wins. So, Armando Castro got the overall win Friday night, but all 3 of the other overalls went to Weston Anderson in the Gravedigger, which did move him up quite a bit in the power rankings, which we'll get to in a bit. As well as that, Arena Series West headed out to Fargo, where we saw Kristen Anderson Gravedigger, Ashley Sanford Megalodon, Elvis Linus El Toro Loco, Bailey Shea Monster Mutt Dalmatian, David Olfert Velociraptor, Tristan England Earthshaker, Mark Hall Ramnator, and Kurt Kramer and Rammunition. This was only 2 shows, and both shows the overall would go to Tristan England in the Earthshaker. Now the Stadium Series are when we talk a little bit more. And when we get to the Stadium Series, we're going to go over all 3 competitions, and I'm going to talk about what happened in each of those competitions, since I actually watch all the Stadium shows. So Indianapolis was a pretty, very good stop. We would see Tyler Menninga Gravedigger, Colt Stevens Thunderoris, Corey Rummel Megalodon, Charlie Pauken fills into El Toro Loco, Barry Musauer Zombie, Ryan Anderson Son of a Digger, Cynthia Gauthier Lucas Stabilizer, Chris Kohler Monster Mutt, Jim Kohler an Avenger, Joe Foley Axe, John Gordon Bad Company, and Shaker Ryan DeSharoon. If you could not understand what I just said, it's just the Stadium Tour Blue and the Stadium Tour Blue lineup. Saturday night, we would see Ryan Anderson get the racing win, defeating Colt Stevens and Thunderoris, which was a very much needed racing win, since he's not been off to the fastest start this year. And even better for him is that in round 2, Tyler Menninga would not be able to advance, so Ryan Anderson was about to get a lot more points over Tyler Menninga that he really needed in hopes of getting the, I guess, points championship. Skills, though, would go to Tyler Menninga, followed by Cynthia Gauthier, followed by Corey Rummel. And this was very disappointing for Ryan Anderson, who got 11th place because he failed a normal bicycle. So, not what he was looking for. Freestyle would come around, and that would also be a win for Tyler Menninga, which if you have not seen that freestyle, watch it right now. I don't care if you have to leave this stream to watch it. You need to see Tyler Menninga's run from Indianapolis. It was insane. I'm gonna watch it as I go over this because it was such a... The run itself was like a Tyler Menninga run per what you would expect, but it's not that. It's more the save at the end of the run. Absolutely awesome. Let me mute this. Oh, it's on me. But I'm watching it now just as I talk, and that has got to be... That's already a very easy contender for save of the year right off the bat. Awesome save by Tyler Menninga. So go watch that freestyle if you have not seen it. And because of Ryan Anderson's very poor performance and skills, he would only end up getting second place with 25 points, and the overall Saturday night would go to Tyler Menninga with 31 points. Sunday afternoon would come around, and again, Ryan Anderson wins racing, this time defeating Bari Musauer and Zombie, and again, Tyler Menninga is defeated in round 2, so he's not really having the best racing weekend here. Skills challenge, though, would once again go to Tyler Menninga, followed by Charlie Pocken, and again, Ryan Anderson messes up big time in skills, getting 11th. At 2 shows in a row, Ryan Anderson pulled out 11th place in skills challenge. And then freestyle would also go, freestyle would go to Ryan Anderson with another, like, just crazy run where he gets big air. He pulls into a walk-in slap wheelie, so he goes onto the right tire, and then he goes onto the left tire, and as the truck is getting ready to go back onto the right tire, he does a cartwheel, smashes into the barrier goes flying into the wall. It was really cool, so that gave Ryan Anderson the freestyle win with Tyler Menninga in second. And this time, the overall win would end up going to Tyler Menninga, and this is something really interesting. Second place was actually Ryan Disharoon in Shaker, which is very interesting to see. He's not been off to the greatest start, but somehow he's able to pull out second place in the Sunday afternoon overall, which is really good for his point standings, because so far he's not been off to the most incredible year, but that can be really good for his overalls, and Ryan Anderson will only end up getting third. So Indianapolis is already easily a contender for best stop of the year. But Tampa, Florida was also not a stop to ignore. This was Stadium Series Red. If you don't know the Stadium Series Red lineup, it's posted all over the place and you could probably find it. So we're going to start here. Saturday night, we would see Adam Anderson get the racing win, defeating Bryce Kenny and the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. As skills comes around, we would see Adam Anderson take the skills win. So that's 2 wins in a row for Adam Anderson, with Tom Menson second place, followed by Camden Murphy in the Bakugan Dragonoid. And freestyle, the win would go to Nick Pagliarulo and Kraken. And if you have not seen that run, I don't think you've been looking at any of the Monster Jam stuff. Nick Pagliarulo does a backflip and messes up the rear steer. So he decides he's gonna go with a broken rear steer, full send it off the racing lane. He goes for it. He gets entirely like 90 degrees sideways in midair. The truck is the hardest side slap I've ever seen. The whole rear end basically gets disconnected and it's still hanging onto the truck just barely, but loosely flying all over the place. The whole truck is smoking. The front end probably broke a couple tire rods. The suspension, sway bars, everything is messed up. So Nick Pagliarulo would not end up competing the next day, but hey, he was still able to get the overall win for his hometown, his overall freestyle win for his hometown, which is cool. Well, also on the hometown note, Matt Pagliarulo would only get 1 point after breaking in racing, which is not what he was looking for. So the overall Saturday night would go to Adam Anderson and Gravedigger with 31 points, and a tie for second between Caleb Blood and Camden Murphy. Sunday afternoon, we would see another Adam Anderson in the finals, but this time Camden Murphy would take out Adam Anderson in the racing finals. Skills would also go to Camden Murphy, giving him the skills win, and followed by Caleb Blood. And this was really cool. This is my favorite scoring I think I've ever seen from the fans. In third place for skills was Adam Anderson with a 9.079. In second place for skills was Caleb Blood with a 9.081. And in first place for skills was Camden Murphy with a 9.083. That is the closest scoring I've ever seen. But it was really cool. And Camden Murphy did get the win, which I don't really remember what he did. I think it was just basic moonwalks or something. I really don't remember, but I guess it was deserved, sure. And the win to freestyle, the winner for freestyle would end up being Adam Anderson after some unfortunate early breakage for Camden Murphy. He would break a tire rod. In this same freestyle competition, Colvinard would get a crazy 1 tire save. Tom Mentz would I'm pretty sure he broke the... What did he break? I don't remember what he broke. It was either he broke a planetary, a drive shaft, or the rear steer. I really don't remember at this point, but he broke something. So he didn't get the best score he was looking for. Tyler Duke did really good. Jeff Souza surprised me with how big of air he was getting this past weekend. He did really well, which impressed me quite a bit. Mike Christensen will be able to get a backflip in both freestyle competitions. And by the end of the night, Adam Anderson would pick up another overall win. So both overalls went to Adam Anderson. And in both shows, Camden Murphy got third. So his current series points lead is hindering a little bit. And he might be losing that. We never know. We got Dawson Bird in the chat. I apologize if I said that wrong. I have no idea. But that makes it 2 people now. So we're going to go over and now that we're done recapping the events, we're going to go over to the power rankings before we... Well, actually, no, because power rankings are based on place standings. I kind of forgot about that. So, Stadium Series Blue, Tyler Menega still holds the lead over Ryan Anderson. Right now, he has a 47-point lead with 311 points. Ryan Anderson is in second with 264 points. Bari Musauer holds third with 222 points. Colt Stevens holds fourth with 190 points. And Corey Rummel holds fifth with 189 points. Right now, the Stadium Series Blue competition is very interesting, and these are some placements we definitely weren't expecting. But the fact that Tyler Menega is at 311 is just incredible, and I don't think Ryan Anderson is going to be able to get back, come back. Stadium Series Red, we still see Camden Murphy holding the lead, 19 points ahead of Adam Anderson, who has 225 points. Bryce Kenny is in third with 215 points. Tom Mentz is in fifth with 202 points. And Cole Vennard is in fifth with 183 points. Sorry, I might have said Tom Mentz was in fifth. He's in fourth. Which is the current overalls for the point standings in Stadium Series Red. Arena Series Central currently sees Brandon Vincent in the lead with 368 points, followed by John Zimmer Jr. in second, which is cool, with 315 points. And then Tony Oaks and Thunder Roars with 293 points. Arena Series East has Weston Anderson in the lead with 441 points, which I believe, coming into this, was Armando Castro previously. Right now, Armando Castro is 46 points behind that with 395 points, and in third is Lindsey Reed with 320 points. And Arena Series West, sees Tristan England having the lead right now with 361 points, followed by Elvis Linus with 351 points, and followed by David Ofer with 272 points. Those are your current point standings. Big Kahuna is not included. He does not race in Monster Jam anymore, and hasn't for a long time, unfortunately. Now we're going to move over to the power rankings. So we're just going to go bottom to top. In 20th is Corey Rummel Megalodon. In 19th is Colt Stevens Thunder Roris. In 18th is Travis Mowry Velociraptor. In 17th is Jamie Garner El Toro Loco. In 16th, Caleb Blood is in Soldier Fortune. In 15th is Todd LeDuc in Megalodon. In 14th is John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. In 13th is Cole Vennard in the Black Pearl. In 12th, Bari Musauer in Zombie. In 11th, Tom Mentz in Max D. In 10th is Armando Castro in El Toro Loco. In 9th is Bryce Kenny in the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. In 8th is Elvis Linus in the El Toro Loco. In 7th is Brandon Vincent in the Gravedigger. In 6th is Tristan England in the Earthshaker. In 5th is Adam Anderson in the Gravedigger. In 4th is Ryan Anderson in Son of a Digger. In 3rd is Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. In 2nd is Camden Murphy Bakugan Dragonoid. And still holding first in the power rankings, which I think he might have been doing from the first day of competition. Tyler Menega is still in first place for the power rankings. So those are all the power rankings here for this past weekend. Some pretty interesting stuff, but nothing really too surprising there. Now we're going to talk about upcoming things. Go from recap to upcoming. That's great back to back, isn't it? So, this coming weekend is not actually related to me at all. But the international tour is going to kick off in Stockholm, Sweden, which is going to have Matt Cody in Gravedigger, Charlie Pocket in Megalodon, Brandon Arthur in El Toro Loco, Blake Granger in Max D, Miranda Kozat in Monster Mutt Dalmatian, Chelsea Van Cleve in Blue Thunder, Peter Nyman in Earthshaker, and Brittany Marcotte in Scooby-Doo. This is a weird tour. Everyone knows it's a weird tour. I don't know why Charlie Pawkins and Gravedigger and I don't know why Charlie Pawkins and Megalodon and Matt Cody's and Gravedigger. I would easily switch the two. I don't understand Matt Cody's placement in Gravedigger whatsoever. But we do see Blake Granger coming back. I don't know why Brittany Marcotte is in Scooby-Doo. I'm pretty sure she was running Zombie recently. And usually Zombie would be on the international tour, but it's not this time. And Peter Nyman Earthshaker is pretty obvious. But there's a lot of new faces here, too. There's 2 new faces. Only really 2 of these people are at all expected on the international tour ever, so it's really odd. But that's not related to me. As far as my plans go, I have, like, 7 different opening videos for diecast planned. Some more little BeamNG one-off videos, like every stunt video I did, some more things like that. Not really, like, full freestyle events right now, but stuff like that. On my gaming channel, I've been doing live streams pretty often. Obviously, I'm going to Monster Jam April 15th here in Glendale, which is Stadium Series Blue, who I'm really excited to see, because there was a lot of great faces on this tour. Right now, it's still a possibility that I'll be heading out to the Superstar Challenge. We're still seeing about that, but it's a lot more likely than the World Finals. I'm planning to do a few more customs sometimes in the future. I'm planning to sell some stuff on eBay, mainly extra mystery motors I got in openings that you guys haven't seen yet. And I think that's about everything I have planned in the foreseeable future. Everything else would just be randomly showing up videos that weren't really planned or anything. I don't think any indie tours are scheduled for my stops anytime soon. I could look it up, but I don't think it's happening. Actually, they might be in I think the fair sometime in April, which the trucks always seem to go to. But as far as near me goes, all the monster trucks are pretty much in Tucson, and I don't live anywhere near Tucson, and I don't go to the Tucson shows. But yeah, as far as the other stuff goes, that's all pretty much guaranteed to be happening. So, some pretty big plans coming up, but, not anything that I think is new. On that note, I think we're already on to the fan discussion at the end. Man, these go by so fast, don't they? At one second I just started, and the next second it's already into the final segment. Man, this goes fast. Okay. So, this is the segment where everything happens. Ask me any questions, talk about any monster truck things, and basically just not talk about what happened the past weekend, and just talk about monster trucks in general. That's what this section is all about. So if you guys have any questions, anything to say, stuff like that, this is the time. Otherwise, the stream will be wrapped up, because this is the wrap-up section, as you might imagine. Meantime, I'm gonna rewatch some clips from this past Monster Jam weekend, because it's been an insane weekend. just says it's disconnecting. And then it said reconnection successful. I have no idea what that was all about, but I think I'm gonna end the stream just about now. I'm gonna give it a few more seconds, but alright, I think it's just about time to wrap up the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's been a interesting recap. This one actually went super quick, less than 30 minutes, which is very rare. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Those of you who are watching the replay, you should have been here live, I guess, is all I really can say. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And